Exactly. So my understanding and my way of showing that is just show up. Just do what you're gonna do. You don't have to ask me. We're already here. And even if we are
okay, so
here,
basically
just show up. Hey y'all, it's Kiara.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Lily. And this is Trust the Podcast, Group Chat Gone Live, episode number 1. And it's Valentine's Day. So we're gonna hit y'all with some Valentine's Day questions, topics, see how y'all feeling. Are y'all in love or are y'all lonely?
Not lonely.
We gonna
Are you not lonely? They are loving themselves.
Are you
Yes.
alone?
No, with not a partner. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot of things going on these days, so it doesn't even gotta be you don't got a partner. You might have multiple partners. You might have
Poly, you know, multiple people poly.
But we gonna talk about it all. So we just gonna get y'all started and
Let's get into it.
this topic of the day. What you got for us, Courtney?
Okay, first topic of the day. Since it's Valentine's Day and we're talking about love, let's get into your first dates.
So what's crazy about my first date is that's also the first person who cheated on me.
Damn.
So I was I want to say I was a sophomore, and I was talking to this dude. He went to Chambly, and he was on the basketball team. I was on the cheerleading team, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you want to go to the movies?" I'm like, "All right, cool. We can go to the movies." I was like, when I was a sophomore, I was like 14, 15. So anyway, so we went to the movies and hung out, whatever. And the next thing you know, he started acting funny. So I'm a detective. Around that time, in 2010, we was on MySpace and Facebook. So I was lurking on MySpace and Facebook to see what he was doing, like what bitch he was talking to.
Oh, you was stalking.
I am a stalker, okay? Don't play with her. I am a stalker.
Number 1?
Yeah, so listen. So I found out that he had a girlfriend. Said girlfriend went to a whole other school.
Oh yeah,
per usual.
Yeah.
So they would see each other on the weekend, and then I went to another school too. And me and him were supposed to link when our games kind of aligned, because Clarkson would play Chambly. So I would just see him when he was playing, I was cheering. Anyway, I ended up finding a girl, and he lied to her and told her that I was his stepsister, and he told me that I was a stepsister. So when I would call him, he wouldn't answer, but when she would call, he would answer. So I already knew I was a side bitch, but that's okay. I was 14.
A stepsister?
That's fraudulent.
So I would call him, and he would answer, but she'll call, like I said, and he would answer, and I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. He told me that you was his stepsister, and y'all got a good relationship, and y'all cool. And she's like, oh my God, he told me that I was a stepsister. She was more hurt than me, because they was actually in love. And I just came on some like, hey, my name is Lily type,
But he sounded like he was trying to live out some X-rated video on some
He was. And what was crazy about it is after we exposed him, the girl stayed with him. I had the girl on my Facebook. I would expose her name, but I'm not going to. I had that girl on my Facebook until my Facebook got deleted in 2019. And he hit me up randomly, and it was funny because he was like, hey, I'm not hitting you up to get with you. I just want to see how are you. Why are you hitting me up?
That's the only reason why you
been a dub.
Because you're trying to spin the block. You're trying to see.
You've been a dub.
He said wrap around.
I'm on a wrap around.
No.
That man hit me up in like 2019, and I'm like, yo, you been a dub. Like, you was trying to play my young self.
Oh, now he been a dub since high school.
Yes, like once you a dub, you a dub. There's no coming back. But
is there no time limit? Like, okay, you did me wrong.
No.
In 2010, he tried to come back in like 2017.
There is no time limit.
The dub didn't wear off.
I mean,
people grow up.
I had a situation like that where I lost my virginity to somebody, and
they hit you with the wraparound. They said, oh,
yeah, it was just like, yeah. So it was like, okay, I was 14, and we kind of planned it out. You know what I'm saying? When you was high school, so getting home early. I was the only child, so mama got home a little late.
Now she said she had time.
So yeah, so I was like, okay, we planned it or whatever, and then we did it. Let me tell y'all. Like,
at 14, that should be trash.
Losing your virginity is like
14. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's overrated.
It's overrated.
At that age, overrated.
Oh shit. It's overrated. It's crazy because I was just like, wow, this is what it was. Like after it happened, I was just like, why did I even do that? So then later, like maybe an hour later, he texts me. He's like, oh, I can't talk to you no more because I got a girlfriend. Mind you, we live in the same neighborhood and we ride the bus. So now I got to see you every day. And then he moved away probably like a month or two after that. And then we ran into each other in college. And we ended up being in a relationship for about a year.
Okay, so you did double back. Okay,
Yeah.
so sometimes I feel like, yeah, it could wear off. But it don't sound like he did you dirty like Lily's situation to where
That ninja did
I'm gonna cut you off.
But I ain't gonna hold you. He told you I'm not talking to you after the Virginia thing.
I feel like for me, that's worse. Because of the situation, I gave my body up to somebody.
Okay, I can see
It's worse.
It's
It's worse because, see, I didn't really care back then because I was just talking to you. Like, the most we ever did was kiss. But the person who I lost my Virginia to in high school, me and that nigga was dealing with each other the whole senior year because I was attached to that man. There was no, oh, I'm at the W. Nah, you live down the street. We have first period together. Your locker is right here.
Oh my.
And we got the same friends. Who are you dubbing? Not me. I feel like a Trump.
He too close in vicinity to really, you know, be like.
No, he's not. Because I had a guy dating in high school too after this situation. So, and we never did nothing, but he was dating me. And was dating somebody in his grade. And was dating a middle school girl.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
so
what grade was he in?
I was in 10th grade, he was in 11th. So he would walk me to my bus, then walk a girl to her bus.
That's crazy.
Wow. There was
the
these
bus in
girls.
DeKalb County was leaving on time. So
Listen,
so.
Okay, so right, but it was always like a rush because he's like, well, I took you to your bus, so I gotta hurry up and get to mine. So in your mind, you get to a whole nother girl. So I had some twins that lived in my neighborhood, and they were older than me, and they always looked out for me or whatever. She was like, yo, I just saw your nigga tonguing down another bitch at the bus, and I was just like,
that's wild.
Wow. But in my younger years, I really didn't take anything serious. Like, my heart being broken, or like, even with me losing my virginity, nigga didn't want to talk to me. Like, that type of shit didn't faze me until I got older. Because it was just like, man, we really don't even know what the fuck we doing.
Well,
like,
I give y'all the other perspective because I was the one that had a boyfriend at one school and then had a boyfriend at another school. No cap.
Oh.
So it was just like, you know, it's convenience. Like, I need somebody to walk me to my class or give me a reason to get out of my class. You feel me? But the whole time I got a buddy over here at this school that I met outside of school. So it's just like, okay, we go on dates, we go out, we do this. It's like almost having like a work husband, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's just like you understand your role within the confinement of this situation. So I had an in-home boyfriend.
And you had an out-of-school
And then I had a real boyfriend.
Yeah.
It was a brag. It was
Scandalous.
like, you don't know my mans. My mans is in another school in another grade. Like, key. But if you see somebody come get me out, wow.
Y'all saw that?
Is she talking about me, y'all? Is she talking about me?
A few moments later.
So how do you feel about a significant other having sex toys on hand?
It depends. Like, if you got a blow up doll, that's crazy.
No, I'm talking about dildos or vibrators.
I mean, I'm gonna think you a hoe, but I'm with it.
No, I'm gonna feel like, yeah, like, what are you doing? You've been using this on multiple people.
Exactly.
Why?
Because what's the sanitary precaution for this?
This is
How
what
are
you're
you
doing.
keeping it from contaminating woman to woman?
You better
You're a
be
man.
putting in alcohol, the whole shebang.
Not alcohol.
I'm saying alcohol because I said bleach in my head. I'm like, damn.
You
like,
putting bleach on something? Don't bring that nowhere near me.
that's why I said, like, I said bleach in my head. I'm like, damn, like, what's in my head? You know, I did have bleached it. Now they, you know, they on fire.
Not you got fire crotch because you wanted to be.
So I said, alcohol to be a little safer. But
Yeah, no. Because, like, for me,
so what they gonna do, Lysol?
what do you say? I mean, warm soap and water.
I mean,
But that little
Lysol?
antibacterial.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But not the scented one.
I'm about to say, listen.
like
You know, the men only got
two.
3 in 1.
Oh, Lord. You gotta come out smell like the Irish Spring. The Irish Spring, yeah.
And I'm not lying.
As he whip that thing out and it come towards you, that smell real familiar.
Maybe that's
Do you believe that a guy should ask you to be his Valentine's if y'all are in a relationship?
Yes. Just because I don't care if I've been with you for 5, 10, 20, whatever, you better ask me. It's just the whole like thing about asking me. Yes, I know I'm your Valentine, but still ask me. It's the whole butterfly.
But you might not be the only Valentine.
If I'm not the only Valentine, I'm killing niggas off real.
You gotta ask me, baby.
You gotta ask me, and I need a whole shebang. I need how like them prom proposals be in high school.
Oh no.
I'm extra.
That is extra.
I don't need no text.
The
Can
shebang.
you be my Valentine?
The shebang. Okay, a nice something to ask.
I mean,
the shebang is Valentine's Day.
I mean, if you come home with roses or flowers, whatever, because I don't really care what flowers you give me. If you come home one day and be like, "Can you be my Valentine's Day, baby?" Okay, that's fine. Just don't text me that.
No, you don't text it.
So it need to be an in-person
type of flowers, situation. No flowers, intimate situation. You could be holding my hand. I don't give a fuck if you just got done, you know.
I'm gonna say I don't really care. Like you don't gotta ask me. It's coming off forced. It's coming off cheesy. But I mean, definitely still get me something for Valentine's Day. Like
it's giving
just let me wake up and
your man.
Or just wake up and be like, get dressed. This is what we doing. You ain't gotta do all the extras with the like, oh, will you be my Valentine? Like you already know I am. Stop playing with me.
But
I
you don't want to hear it. As extra
exactly.
You don't want to hear it.
No, she tripping. My man.
My man.
Oh.
Bitch,
your man let me put that.
So, my man asked me to be his Valentine's Day today.
My man.
Listen, that's why she teen asked me.
Ask me, but no, I was teen asked me before he even asked me today, cause he was like, "What you want to do? What's your plans for Valentine's Day?" And I was like, "I don't know, cause ain't nobody asked me."
Oh.
And that's what I said, cause ain't nobody asked me.
Okay, I mean,
So
I get it in that aspect.
So then he bought me a card, right? But he didn't just buy me a card. He decorated the card.
Oh, I think
He was creative. He drew me a teddy bear in the card and was like, "You already mine."
You giving these niggas too much game.
Yes,
I'm
gonna put y'all on game for sure because he doing what he's supposed to do. He drew a teddy bear in the card on the little chest. It was like, "You already mine, but will you be my Valentine?"
Oh,
it's the effort for me. And it was all customized.
Yeah, it's the effort. I'm about to say,
I'm just out here, no
plan
Valentine's Day.
For me though, the effort, it don't gotta go into asking me because it's what's understood don't need to be explained. It just need to go into the action. So as far as the Valentine's go, I shouldn't be asking you what we're doing for Valentine's Day. It should already be known. It should be a get dressed, it's time to go, and boom, boom, boom,
but
plans. Just
that I feel is true, but still, as a female, you want it to be that. Like, okay, yeah, baby, it is understood. I know I'm your Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. I know that. But I want you to.
After years, you ain't gotta ask me. No,
we ain't talking about years.
I mean, every year.
I'm talking about years. You ain't gotta ask me every year.
I want to know.
But that's not what we're not
say
talking
no.
about years, though.
I mean, you say no.
If you say no, then something that we've been together for years and you're saying no.
Because why are you asking me?
Because
it's nice.
You're that is rude. A masculine thing for a female to sit in her masculinity. We just sat here and talked about how Jackie Christie and her husband plan a wedding every year.
Nah, that's OD. I ain't gonna lie.
You feel me? So it's like, why not
marriage? Because people already celebrate their anniversary.
But why it can't be with everything? Why you can't go the extra?
Okay, so you got your dating anniversary. You want me to ask you to be my Valentine. In a man's perspective, you want to be asked to be a Valentine every single year. For me, it would get old and played out because it's not original. At this point, you know it's expected.
But what if he make it original?
But he can make it original original by doing something different that's new that you never
feel
had.
it, but for me personally, I feel like you ain't gotta ask me. You don't gotta ask me.
Because you already know.
Capping like fuck.
Because she's like the most extra one in the group.
She is
That's
happy.
corny to me.
It's
That's
not corny,
every
bro.
year.
If every year your man did something bigger or different, it doesn't even have to be bigger, but different to show that he wants you to be his.
That's cool, but don't ask me. It's not a requirement.
So that's corny.
It's not a requirement.
And you expected it and you already know.
Yeah.
How is that corny to you?
Because it's basic.
But what if he's not basic every year he asks you? What if every year
Then
he
you
level
don't
it
have
up?
to ask me. Just
But
do
what if
you
he just want to do it just for the fun of it?
You're really taking out, when you're saying that, you're really taking out the feeling that you get as a female from your man going above and
She say
beyond
that, but
for
I'm
you.
pretty sure
I'm telling
if she
you,
got
I'm
asked
telling
every
y'all.
year, she would not have this emotion.
I'm telling y'all.
I'm telling you.
As somebody, okay, we in a committed relationship. I know you're my Valentine. You do not have to ask me to be your Valentine. It's not a requirement. If you do it, cool, it's cute, but it's not a requirement. I'm not gonna expect this, and I'm not gonna feel no type of way if you don't do it.
I get both arguments because I want to be asked. I get it. I want to be asked. At the same time, it's just like, if you don't ask me, but I know for a fact that we're going out on Valentine's Day, I know for a fact that we're doing this, and this. Like, you're telling me, like, hey, we're gonna do this Valentine's. Hell, don't tell me.
Well, in that sense, then he wouldn't have to ask because he's already letting you know that you are his Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, you already let me know. What are you asking me for? It's not.
Okay, so what if you don't say nothing?
If you don't say nothing, as long as he show up on Valentine's Day,
then you good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Because if he don't
prep
ask and he don't show up Valentine's Day,
I'm about to say, you don't have to prep me. You don't have to be like, oh, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I need you to do, and be prepared for. Like, when Valentine's Day come, if you let me know what's up, I don't need to ask no questions. You don't need to.
These bitches different. Give me everything. I want the ask. I want the.
She Cancer, so it's like you already know what's up.
No, because when you really start, all that was understood don't gotta be explained in some situations. But no, I like reassurance. I like for you to be like, you already know you my Valentine, but I want you.
And I understand that
female
argument. I really do. I want to be asked on Valentine's Day. I want to be asked. Not on Valentine's Day, but leading up. I want the roses. I want all that because when I was younger, I didn't get that.
Right.
So as a grown woman, I want that.
I want that.
Okay, so I feel like for me, it's the opposite. Like, I feel like I had my time with that. That was middle school to maybe even like college, early college. That's cool at that time, but we like mid to late 20s, going into our 30s. You ain't gotta ask me to be your Valentine.
Yes, the fuck you do,
girl. That's for you.
No, I know because I want you. I don't want.
That's like
like
saying
that
I want you to show up with a teddy bear and balloons at my job just so I can show it off.
Yeah.
Like we used to
not
do in
show
high
it
school.
off. Like
Hold on, like we used to do in high school. You wanted to have the big balloons. You wanted to have the big beard just so you could walk down the hallway and be like, I have a Valentine.
Well, I never had that, so
that
if
is
you want to show
going-
up with that, I am okay.
no, see, so that's where the line comes is you wanting to do it for show versus you wanting this because it makes you feel good. I want it because it makes me feel good.
That would make me feel good though.
Then nobody does that for you?
That somebody asked me to be their Valentine.
Really?
Really?
I mean, it's cute, it's appreciated, but it's not a necessity. Like, it's
So you
not
just want
a
them to
necessity.
show up.
necessity.
Yeah, like, okay, you want to do something for me? Do something for me. If we're going to talk about acts of service, that's my love language, right?
But that's still,
So,
but him
you don't
asking.
have to ask you don't have to ask me
But why-
specifically.
but why not?
Specifically asking me to be your Valentine's for me, it's not original.
It's not a requirement for you.
And it's not original, so that's why it's not a requirement.
But it is original.
No, it's
The
not.
way that
I
somebody
mean, at
asks.
this point, it's just different strokes, different.
For different
What about you? What's your best
I can't think of nothing off the top of my head. I would say, like, if we're taking it back to high school as a flex, I got one of them like life-size teddy bears.
That's a flex.
And a big ass
Respectfully, that's a
bouquet of balloons and shit. And you know, it was a flex to walk down the hallway and be like, yeah, my man.
Listen, her tune sound real different, don't it?
I didn't get anything from
He didn't ask me to be his Valentine's. He just showed up.
But if he showed up with the bear and asked you to be his Valentine's, that would have been
me. He didn't have to ask me. He just showed up with the gifts. Just to shut up and give me my stuff.
Oh my gosh.
What was your best Valentine's Day?
Honestly, my best Valentine's Day when I went ice skating. Because for one, I can't skate worth a damn. I'm gonna hold the wall the entire time. But it's the fact that you took me ice skating. Not regular roller skating, ice skating. Something that you have to plan. You can't just be like, alright, I'm about to just take you ice skating. No, you have to reserve that. And that was the best Valentine's Day, at least for me, to go ice skating. Everything else was a bonus, but just to go ice skating was the best thing ever. Like when I was in high school, I'm not like this one. I didn't get the whole bed, the flowers, cause even didn't like me in high school. I don't know what it was. Like I didn't get no real Valentine's Day until like after high school. So to take me ice skating and to buy me flowers and do the whole shebang, that was cool for me.
Yeah,
I feel it sounds like the consistency is definitely effort.
Effort across
as long
the board.
as you put in some effort at the bare minimum, it's going to be appreciated, regardless of what that looks like for you.
Individuals,
as long as for the person that you're trying to do it for, they reciprocate it or they receive it. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if y'all was in the bedroom Valentine's Day, y'all doing anything different?
Yeah, a little bit.
What you doing different?
Like, cause I'm pillow princess. I can admit to it. I'm pillow princess. It is what it is. But Valentine's Day, I'm not gonna be pillow princess.
She said I'm get on top.
I'm gonna get on top.
Like a rodeo.
I'm gonna swallow whatever you need me to swallow. I'm gonna dress in the outfit you need me to dress in.
Okay.
I mean, I do it here and there.
Put that shit on?
Yeah, I'll put that shit on. If need be, I'll meet you at. I got my own spot. So I can meet you at the door naked or in a trench coat. It's whatever you feeling. Like
whatever.
I do that. Like Valentine's Day, I feel like you gotta be a little different because that's like a day of love, all the other stuff. Mm-hmm. So whatever you do on a regular, don't do it on Valentine's Day. So hell, I might even give you a threesome Valentine's Day. It haven't happened like that yet, but you know, I did the whole shebang on Valentine's Day.
Church finger, listen. I don't know what it's gonna ever take.
You ain't never have a threesome?
No.
Honestly, I had a threesome before. Honestly, you just gotta be lit. You gotta be like, it can't be somebody that you cool with. It gotta be somebody that you don't give a fuck about. Honestly.
That's what I'm saying. If I ever did one, it would be with people that
it gotta be somebody.
But the way I feel with sexual energy, it would probably never.
No,
be
like
me.
It gotta be somebody like that you cool with, because the person I had threesome with, we was cool. Mm-hmm. Same time.
You were cool with the guy. Like, you were cool with
the girl. It's a girl. Like we cool.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta be cool with the girl.
We cool, but I'm not cool. Like I'm about to hang out with her every single day. We cool. We did what we did, and that was that.
So it would just be somebody that you sexually attracted to, and that's pretty.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty.
Yeah.
If I don't think you're pretty, it's not happening.
I mean, I've been with girls before.
But not ever in the sense of.
But not in the ever sense of a threesome.
It's like it gotta be somebody you don't care about.
But from the experiences being with the girls, I would not be into a threesome because I don't like girls.
Honestly, the girl don't even gotta touch you. It gotta be somebody that.
Well, I don't want her touching my nigga.
I mean, but like I said, you gotta when you do it, you gotta be extremely lit. Cause I got jealous after a while.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to have to get extremely lit to fuck you with another.
That is true.
If that's not
I'm
my
about to say, if you have to be that lit, then
it just gotta be somebody that you know, like when it happened for me, it just all happened naturally. It can't be no planned threesome. It can't be like, oh, we met this girl about to fuck her. No, everything gotta be natural. Because when it happened naturally, it's not gonna feel as bad. Like
I'm the only child. I'm not sharing.
I mean, I get it. I don't like sharing either, but at that moment,
let this nigga say, or fuck, too. Hold on, wait a minute.
And then she got it.
Yeah, you gotta go, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the other side of this conversation.
Yeah, Miss Polly.
I'm gonna give y'all the other side of this conversation. Okay, so once upon a time, I had a dude that I fucked with, and we weren't ever in a relationship, but we were cool, and we know we had good sexual attraction. And he know that I fuck with girls to the extent that, like, you know, I might entertain it, right? So he knew a girl that he was cool with. He hit me up one day, and he was like, hey, it's around the time of our birthdays, let's hang out.
They were both Virgos.
Both Virgos, like 2 days apart or a day apart or something like that, whatever the case may be. So we did that. We all met up, we got lit, we had a great time, and we did the wop, the wop, the whoop, the whoop, right? So that was cool, and it was copacetic. And then it ended up progressing into something a little more. I would say it was like a threesome and then some. I'm gonna say that. It was a threesome and then some. I'm not gonna put relationship on it, but it was definitely like we had our relations. And it's just
I would
like,
say that was a relationship.
You had a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Y'all had a place. Y'all were all living together.
I'm not telling my business.
You gonna be open? We can cut it out. But you wanna be open?
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, so we did, but that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, as far as that situation goes, I didn't know the girl prior to the dude introducing us, but in my opinion, I would want it to be like that in that situation, because at least I know the guy's gonna be great at the very minimum of the situation. I know I'm gonna get some good dick. Now, if shorty not fucking with the girl on girl action, then it's just like, cool, you're just there for an accessory, and he's gonna have a good time, which is gonna make me have a good time, which I hope makes you have a good time. But I mean, for me, ultimately, I feel like the best and ultimate threesome situation is if, one, the girl gotta like girls.
Yeah.
The girl gotta like girls.
For sure.
Otherwise, this is a guy having sex with two girls. For me, a threesome is each individual person interacting with each individual person.
Yeah.
So that would be my optimal situation coming to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've been in situations where we've been drunk at the club. I've kissed girls.
Oh my God, yes.
But that was me in like a really drunken state, right?
That's
That's not
You can't do it sober-mindedly.
Sober-minded. If a girl tried to rub on my nipple, bitch, what are you doing? Don't you got your own?
I mean, I have to be drunk, cause I'm opposed to doing it sober, because I was kind of sober, kind of drunk when I first did it. But it's just a mindset thing, like, hell,
I never knew you had a threesome.
I told you when it happened. Where are you?
I was saying she let me know when she had a threesome.
Maybe you let her know, because I don't know.
She definitely told you.
I definitely told
Maybe
you.
it's the weed. I got short-term memory.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I told you, because I was shocked and appalled.
I'm shocked and appalled. Damn, now they making me feel all bad.
I was like, wow, not you just randomly rolling.
Yeah, if the vibe is right with the girl and the guy, if the vibe is just right, I'll do it again.
Okay, see, that's how it would have to happen. It would have to be that I got too drunk and
yeah, it cannot be,
because that's how any of me being with girls.
My situation.
So y'all, do y'all feel like Valentine's Day is overrated?
Yes, definitely, for sure. Because exactly, like
cloud chasing.
They be doing it sometimes for the attention. Like, you just want to see, oh, okay, this is what I did compared to this other person, so I must have had the best Valentine's Day. Whole time you just gotta give, and this person went on a whole trip. They had some real authentic shit happening, and you still like, oh,
okay. Nah, for real. So, like, for me, I feel like Valentine's Day is overrated only because they dramatize the day of being the day of love when you should be giving me love every day.
That is true, because you are so programmed to think if somebody don't get you something for Valentine's Day, they don't love you.
But maybe,
what about the other days of the year? They paying your bills.
That's what I mean.
They doing that. That is love.
That's love.
But Valentine's Day is so overrated. If you don't get a card on Valentine's Day, you on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, oh, fuck that nigga, he ain't get me shit. Whole time,
he could at least get you a 99-cent gift card.
Nah, I'm gonna say Valentine's Day is the one day that you you use to show the best example of how you know the person that you're with likes to be loved. So everybody wants to do the card, everybody wants to do the teddy bear, everybody wants to do the chocolate because it's the go-to. Or even the fancy dinner where you can post on Instagram because it's the go-to. No, if that's not what your person likes, don't do that shit. Do what they like. If they like to go out and they want to sit here and do one-on-one on the court with you because y'all love language is basketball or some shit like that, do that. Make it specific, make it authentic. That's the type of shit that I like. That's what it's gonna prove to me, like, okay, you really love me. You're not just doing this for the views or because somebody said this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't be basic.
Don't do it just because that's what the world is saying you should do. Like, but yeah, I feel like Valentine's Day is definitely overrated.
It's extremely overrated. It's all for clout. Who got the bigger flowers? Who got the best hotel? Who got the best fit? Who got the best pictures? Who got the best, like,
I'm about to say,
everything
it's a capitalist scheme. My third eye is open and it's letting me know.
Because you're gonna go out and buy this $20 teddy bear. And let's be honest, like, as much as we love the teddy bears, how many of us are actually
Let me tell y'all, I got a life-size teddy bear when I was in high school. And that's been the bear. Don't get me no more bears. I know you see this big ass 6-foot bear sitting in the corner of my room. I don't need another one for the rest of my life. Until I get rid of this one, don't give me another teddy bear. I'm okay. I'm 28 now. Buy me some jewelry. Buy me some
something
land.
that's gonna
buy me some investment somewhere, some stock somewhere. Buy me a car. Buy me a house.
No, not the car. Cause they can take that car back if it's not
Put it in my name.
Put it in my name. I'm not saying it ain't nothing. But I'm just saying, you know, I expect more now. The older I get, the different type of affection that I'm going to expect.
I think it would be the same affection, just bigger efforts. But bigger efforts come with bigger pockets. Cause I seen a TikTok and it was just like, the girl was like, girls don't want flowers and chocolates and teddy bears. And then the nigga stitched in. He was like, you're gonna get what I can afford at this time. If I can't afford to take you on a trip, I'm gonna do what I can. And I feel like, okay, boom. So as a female, being appreciative and then looking at a nigga's efforts, like, you ain't really put in no effort, but what if that's all that he could afford?
And that's all they can afford, then I understand. Is different than the effort that you put in.
But if I know you can afford a trip and this and the third, and you can give me the bare minimum, that's different.
But let's keep it above. There's females that could be all the nigga could afford at that time, and they don't always want to speak about how much money they got or what they got because it makes them feel less of a man. And if that's all they can afford, and then you as a female come at him like, this ain't shit.
That's where communication comes in.
Exactly. I was like that. Why don't you know what he can afford? Two, if
you don't know what he can afford because he's not going to tell you. That is not...
He don't necessarily gotta tell you. I mean, it don't take a detective. You got this job, I know this is where you work. I can go on Indeed and see how much you make salary wise or based off of your yearly income. So based off of that yearly income, I'm gonna base off of how much I press you for a gift.
Yeah. But there are some females that know that and still be like, this is
well, then it just comes down to a maturity.
Okay, and that female, you gotta ask yourself, okay, so if the roles were reversed, what can I give you?
Exactly. Which leads us to, do you feel like, should men get a gift on Valentine's Day? Or should they get the same amount of effort that
I feel like they should. If you can afford it, they should. Because
they should.
I feel like as us females, we think that lingerie and give what somebody has, that's not enough. If you got it in your pocket, just like you want this Chanel bag, this Birkin bag, this and this.
He wants some of it.
They want some too.
Listen, the way that men give it up nowadays, they want to be treated like a bad bitch too, no cap. They want you to pay for their haircuts. They want you to buy them a chain or buy them some earrings or buy them some shoes or, you know, something of that nature. They want to be taken out sometimes. They want to go on a date. They want to go somewhere they've never been. It might not be the same as going on an expensive restaurant or whatever, but if you're interested in something, he wants to be a part of that. So, okay, put me onto something new. Niggas love being put onto something new. If it's for no other reason to be able to put somebody else onto that shit, they gonna eat that shit up. Like,
niggas are easy.
You not gonna believe it.
Niggas are really easy.
My bitch took me out to a picnic in the park and it was decorated. It had a tent and we had a charcuterie board.
No, for real.
Can't even spell a charcuterie.
No, for real.
Yeah, you love that shit, didn't you? Yeah,
I'm talking about it all year.
You feel culture, don't you?
Yeah.
I introduced you to a sommelier. You don't even know what that shit is.
You don't.
It's like I can't even pronounce that shit, but she had it and it was there.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many pointing fingers at the roles of a gender, but really with the way that we were brought up and the way that we think, roles are really non-existent.
It's not.
It's really energy. My masculine and feminine energy. Naturally, a female wants to be in her feminine energy, which would require a man to be more in his masculine energy. But at the same time, they have a feminine energy side too that needs some masculine energy from us. And that don't have to come from like where you say being combative or something, but it's just like, I'm gonna take the initiative to plan a date for me and my man. Like, baby, I bought your outfit. Don't worry about it. And we finna go out and I'm finna treat. Cause just feeling loved as a person versus I'm a man and I'm a female.
Yeah.
You feel me? So for me, listen, Valentine's Day, baby, if I got it.
Yeah, if I got it, it's all yours.
It's all yours, okay? I'm gonna get you the chain. I'm gonna get you the sneakers.
The fit.
I'm gonna get you the fit. We going on a dinner
You
date.
stepping out because why
stepping
wouldn't
out.
I want you to match my steez? Like if you putting me on and having me look into the 10s, I want you to be looking to the 10s too. And I want to be able to say that's me. That's because I put effort and energy into that, and that's why they ready to step out the way that they are. So it's like
That's
just
me.
match my energy, like you say. Yes, match my energy. Whatever effort that you're willing to put in, I'm willing to put in.
Yeah, I agree. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. I gotta go walk my fish, so I'm finna call it a night. I don't know about y'all, but
I don't know about y'all, but I gotta pee.
Yeah,
I definitely gotta.
I've been trying to wrap this episode up for like 30 minutes.
It's time to go, y'all.